Do you want to make the most of your upcoming Walt Disney World vacation? Well, stay tuned for 10 tips that will help you make the most magical Walt Disney World vacation yet. Welcome back to Coral Joy Travel. Today I'm going to be sharing 10 tips to help make the most of your Walt Disney World vacation in this coming year or in years to come. Tip number 1 is to stay on Disney property if you can. If you stay on Disney property, you get all of the extra perks that are associated with staying on property. You get to use the Disney transportation. You get to use transportation from the airport, MCO airport. Disney will take you in a bus and bring you right to the resorts. If you use a cab, it's about $70 so each way. So using Disney transportation, the Magical Express, is a huge perk. There are so many other perks too, so if you can stay on property, stay on Disney property. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is only associated if you are staying on Disney property, but if you are, find out what the extra magic hours are for the time of your trip. Every day there will be at least one theme park that's either open early in the morning or later in the evening for 2 hours. These extra magic hours are only available for people who are staying on Disney property. So there's another reason to stay on Disney property. You can access a theme park when it's a little bit quieter, which is great. Find out what the extra magic hours are during your vacation. And you can find that out on Disney's website. Tip number 3. And there's 2 that go along with this. So the first half is make sure you book your fast passes 60 days in advance of your trip. That's when you can do that if you are staying on Disney property. Every day you can reserve 3 rides at a theme park in advance. So it's great to use the Fast Pass reservation wisely so you don't have to wait in the regular standby line. I recommend getting Fast Passes for the rides that are the busiest, the most popular. The other rides that aren't as busy, the great thing is you can just stand in the regular standby lines. So definitely make sure you reserve your Fast Passes in advance. The second half to this tip is make sure you book your dining reservations as soon as you possibly can. If you'd made your Disney vacation far in advance, the earliest you can book your dining reservations is 180 days before your arrival. But if you've booked your Disney vacation later than that and you don't have as much time, dining is open, so make sure you make your dining reservations as soon as you possibly can. The popular restaurants, the character restaurants, for character meals and character dining, those get booked up pretty quickly. Chef Mickey is very popular. Cinderella's Royal Table is very popular. Ohana's is very popular. If you wait until the week before you're going to Disney and then make your reservations, most likely you're not going to get those popular reservations. So make sure you make your dining reservations as soon as you possibly can. That's the second half of tip number 3. Tip number 4 is make sure you have downloaded the My Disney Experience app on your smartphone. You'll find it on Androids and iPhones, but that My Disney Experience app is free and it has so much information for you. You will link your booking number directly to your My Disney Experience account, so it will know your fast passes for the days that you're there, your dining reservations for the days that you're there. It will show you the park maps, where you can meet certain characters, what the wait times are on certain rides, so you don't have to walk to the rides to find out how long of a wait it is in the standby line. This My Disney Experience app is the most helpful app for you when you're on Disney property. Again, it's free, but take the time before your trip to familiarize yourself with this app. Tip number 5, and this might be the most helpful tip for first-timers. Enlist the help of a travel agent that specializes in Disney vacations. This will really help first-time visitors. You will have access to the expertise of an agent who works with Disney all the time. There are so many travel agents that specialize in Disney. Do your research. Find the one that you want to work with, that you feel comfortable working with. Most of them do your dining reservations for you. They do your fast passes for you. They will answer phone calls, text messages, emails. I'm kind of speaking about myself. Coral Joy Travel is a travel agency that specializes in Disney vacations, and this is a service that I do for my clients. It doesn't cost any more money for you to use my travel services. So if you're a first timer or if you have a lot of questions, it sometimes is very valuable to use a travel agent who specializes in Disney vacations. That's tip number 5. Tip number 6 is to consider buying a park hopper ticket. There are different types of tickets you can buy at Walt Disney World. If you have a park hopper ticket, this allows you to visit more than one theme park per day. And I find a lot of value in it. It does cost a little bit more than the base ticket, which allows you to visit one theme park per day. So for example, say I wanted to go to Magic Kingdom in the morning with my kids and enjoy the day, and then in the evening, I wanted to dine at Le Cellier in Epcot and watch Illuminations at Epcot. The only way I can do that is if I have a park hopper ticket. That allows me to go to more than one theme park per day. I just find having park hopper tickets allows my family to have a lot more flexibility, visiting whatever parks I want to, and not having to just be tied down to one park. So if you can afford it, definitely consider the park hopper ticket. Tip number 7, here's my dog. There's even we get him. There's Salt, that's my dog. Tip number 7 is do not bring a dog to Disney. Just kidding. No, tip number 7 is familiarize yourself with the theme park maps before you go. And you can find the maps on your My Disney Experience app, or you can definitely Google the maps online to see, where the rides are that you want to go specifically are in the different theme parks. Tip number 8 is buy some ponchos for your family before you head down to Walt Disney World. I know this sounds kind of silly, but ponchos are not very expensive if you buy them at home. Ponchos at Walt Disney World can be a little more pricey. So if you can get, go to the dollar store or on Amazon Prime and you can find some ponchos for $2, $3, $4, that's better than spending the amount that they are at the theme parks, which could be upwards of $10 a poncho. And the reason why I suggest bringing ponchos is because the weather in Florida is unpredictable. I mean, you might have a beautiful, beautiful sunny morning, and then in the afternoon you might get a 20-minute rain shower. Having those ponchos in your backpack with you can really help you enjoy the parks if you're outdoors a little bit more. I have definitely been involved not having a poncho and have been drenched. And it's kind of funny, to watch those people who are drenched, because especially if you have a poncho on, that's kind of funny. I know that's not nice, but it's true. It's kind of funny to see everyone getting soaking wet. So if, you're looking ahead and you see that the weather is a little bit unpredictable, bring some ponchos with you. Worst case scenario, you don't open them up. Whip-de-doo. They're very flat when you buy them, so they don't take up much space in your luggage, but consider bringing a poncho. My 9th tip is going to be helpful if you have younger children or people in your family who are interested in visiting characters and getting their autographs. My tip is to bring an autograph book from home. even consider making an autograph book that the characters can sign. They will sign their characters all throughout the parks. You can look at your My Disney Experience app to see where they are located. There are also characters you could meet at some of the character reservations for dining that I mentioned before. You'll meet with lots of characters that they would sign your autograph book there. So definitely, if you have people interested in meeting characters, bring an autograph book from home, or also know that you can buy them at Walt Disney World property as well. Any of the resorts have them in their gift shops, as well as all of the shops inside any of the 4 theme parks would have autograph books as well. So it's not the end of the world if you don't bring one from home, but you could save some money if you do bring yours from home. And my last tip is just have fun. Disney World is an exciting place to visit. It is also an exhausting place to visit. Sometimes you do not feel, I would actually say most of the time, you really do not feel rested on a Disney vacation, but you feel energized and motivated and you feel like a kid, especially if you're an adult. It really brings you back to just having a good time and enjoying yourself and enjoying your family time. So just be prepared to have a fun vacation and pay attention to your family's needs and just go with the flow at Disney. Go with the flow, but have a plan. I hope these 10 tips were helpful for you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up below. If you're interested in hearing more Disney tips and tricks, please subscribe to my channel below. Every week I will upload a new Disney video, as well as Disney recipes that you can make at your home when you're not at the theme parks. Have a great week, everyone, and I'll see you real soon. Take care. Don't forget, your Disney adventure awaits.